Hey, what's up everyone? So today we're going to talk about obviously the flat earth because the earth is flat as far as we can all tell. Alright, we're going to talk about why government is hiding it, a couple of things we need to relook into, and just a recap on a bunch of other topics. As of late, this this topic has been getting some serious heat. I don't know about anyone else, but I've been taking heats and beatdowns and getting threats from God knows who because I think the earth is a globe. Like, literally, people want to beat me up for this. I love it. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't want to beat you up because you think the earth is a globe. I just want to, like, re-inform you and give you right information. And there's other people who make, some valid globe points, and then I debunk them. And then they just completely just see over that and then just say something else. Like, I was debating these other kids on Facebook the other day, and I threw out an abundance of just quality facts. And at one point I stumped them so hard, their resort was to correct every word I spelt wrong. That's fucking pathetic if you ask me. So if anyone thinks the earth is a globe and wants to be hostile about it, go fuck yourself, is what I gotta say. Some stupid shit. Like, grow the fuck up. Grow some balls, have some integrity, and take this shit like a man. Alright, so let's get on with the video. So basically from the year 10,000 BC to around 1500, everyone knew the earth was flat. We're going to look at some right here, some old ancient maps of the flat earth. I got one here. I'm not too sure on the names of these, but if you type in ancient maps of the world, these will pop up. Yeah, we got one right here. Kind of looks like the Google Chrome emblem if you look at it that way. Weird. They're just hiding this in plain sight all day. All day. Alright. Yeah, everyone knew the earth was flat back then. Everyone knew it was flat. They didn't believe it was flat. They knew it was flat. But, sailors had a little fear back in the day. Like, oh, if it's flat, we're going to fall off the edge. Obviously, that's not going to happen because we're surrounded by Antarctica. It's going to hold us in. But then one day, a little man named Copernicus came along. And I don't know if he created the notion just out of profit, or if he was paid to make the notion that the earth was a globe. Because right after he said that, everyone hopped on board and accepted it because it wouldn't fall off the earth. Could easily just, said, hey, there's an ice wall, so we're not going to fall off. But no, he made this stupid little thing there. It's like, oh yeah, we're a globe. We're going around the sun. Like, I don't get how you get that. Because if you look up in the sky at night, Polaris is in the same spot and everything revolves around that. That is impossible on a geocentric model. BT dubs. Real quick next, I just always gotta just come at NASA real quick. These are NASA official photos. What in the monkey fuck is that? That's from 2015, I believe. All from NASA.gov. You can get these your damn self, ladies and gentlemen. So look at America in this picture and 1972's picture. So what, we doubled in size in 30 years? Well, yeah, it's a land expansion. Fuck off. It's not that. That's a painting. The other one was a CGI image. I got a nice one coming up here. What is this? Like, what is that? Like, where's the bottom half of Africa, BT dubs? I don't even see Australia. Doesn't look right. Clouds are all stupid looking. Here's another one. You guys. If you're going to get a picture of the earth from that far away, it should be mostly white because clouds cover a lot of the year. There's not one day where there's like not a cloud in the sky. And here's the one you guys been fed since you were in the school. NASA brought that back. The American Space Association brought back a picture of Africa. Why? I don't know. It's pretty dumb. And this one. Like, come on. If you think that's real, you've got to get your fucking brain checked. That is the most fakest picture I have ever seen in my life. Come on, guys. Alright, so let's get back on topic here. apologize. I just keep ranting. This is just one of those things. So yeah, Copernicus made the Earth, the notion that the Earth is a globe, so that sailors would, get back to their jobs and keep making him or whoever paid them to say that money. Yes, the globe has been pushed for money and still is pushed for money. We pay NASA, I think, $1.3 trillion, $1.3 trillion a year through taxes, and we get a bunch of images I can make on myself. So for this, I don't understand this one, guys. You guys think that the Earth is going in a circle, rotating 1,000 miles per hour, while traveling around the sun at 60,000 miles per hour, I think. Yeah, and while the sun is still traveling from a stupid bang that happened out of nowhere at 600,000 miles per hour. How in the hell are the constellations still the same if we're moving in one direction and they're moving in a different direction? Unless the bang just started here and we're all just moving in one direction. But I just don't see how life can come from non-life. So if you think the Earth is a globe, you probably think that life comes from non-life. Very scientific. Oh man, yeah, like I said, all this tells me that the notion of the globe is still, was and is still 100% about the money. It's about the profit, baby. Oh man. So, how can you figure out through math and astronomy that we live on a globe when it is fact that the stars move counterclockwise around Polaris? Someone please answer that for me. Please, because there's no like straight answer to that without using a bunch of random science that only works on a globe with gravity. That's something with you guys. Oh, how does the water stay on? Oh, it's gravity. Really? Bubbles go up, dandelions float. Does gravity just? It's like, oh yeah, those are cool. Those can float up, but water, you're gonna stay curved. Like, do me a favor, take a glass of water and turn it upside down and tell me what happens. Tell me. Alright, so a couple more questions for the Globers. What visual proof did they have in the 1500s that the Earth was a globe, seeing as hot air balloons weren't invented until the 1700s? You're telling me just because some fucker wrote some shit down on a piece of paper that we think the Earth is a globe now, just because he wanted some more money, because sailors were afraid of falling off the whatever? Could have easily just had some integrity and been like, yeah, there's an ice wall, but nope. Money literally makes the world go round, ladies and gentlemen. Got a couple more questions. Yep, how can we base a whole curriculum around a theory that was not even close to being proven back then? Like, how do we know it's a globe? Oh, Copernicus told us. That's enough. Like, what? Like, literally, from 10,000 BC to around 1500, you would get made fun of if you thought the Earth was a globe. Now it's the complete opposite. Some fucking bullshit. Hey, look at the screen right now. Like, it's gonna rocket. It's going up. You're gonna see it turn flat in a second. All right, but real quick, another question. How? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Washington's Rock in New Jersey. It's up on a little hill, but from the rock you can see 60 miles in one direction, the Manhattan skyline, and then 60 miles in the opposite direction, the Philadelphia skyline. How is that possible on the globe? Someone tell that to me. And if you say refraction, you are the dumbest fuck I have ever encountered with in my life. Refraction explains light on a globe, not physical objects. There should be around 6/10 to 3/4 of a mile of curvature between those 2 points. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, how is that possible? We can see through water, through salt water, through oceans. On the screen's the same rocket launch, by the way. It's just a different camera angle, and this one's I like the first one a little bit better, but it's just to show a different perspective. This one's 73 miles up. Supposedly they say they hit the dome, and that's why it stopped, but I think it just ran out of thrust. But you can decide that for yourself. But yep, you cannot trust math to prove a globe, and I'll tell you why. Because just like I just said here, so there's a 3/4 of a mile of curvature between there. And how did I figure that out? Through simple math. 8 inches per mile squared. So do that. Let me know what you think, or what you got to come back with. Probably some NASA shit. Alright, so now for the 1700s, the first hot air balloons made to go decently high, and still no curvature was found. Wouldn't you think the scientists would rethink Copernicus' claim of a heliocentric model? I think they should have. Some integrity would have been nice, guys. You know, like, hey, we were wrong. This is where we really live. Sorry. Here's your trillions back, America. It's refund season, baby. Come on. Oh man, yep. Alright, so yep, 1950s come along. Send rockets up about 100,000 feet. There should be some visible curvature at that point, right? One would think. But no, it was still flat, and at that point, you gotta be like, do we tell them, or do we keep going? I'll tell you why you keep going. You keep going because it's making you money, and it's making the Zionists and the Jesuits and the Masons money. Exactly. Look into those. I'll do a touch-up video on those guys pretty soon, but those are some badass people. So yeah, like I said, if you've been pushing the globe for 500 years and you're wrong, do you tell the public? From a human standpoint, no. Because humans are greedy, ignorant little bastards. That's what we are. We always find a way to fuck something up, which is probably why we're in this dome, and which is why we are obeying other humans and worshiping them. You know, people like bow down to the Pope. Like, yeah, let me go bow down to the guy that fucking worships Satan. And I hope I get some heat for that, because I want a Catholic person to try to challenge the flat earth and be like, bro, go read the Bible. That's all I gotta say. But from an integrity standpoint, yes, you do tell the public, because you guys are wrong. You're misled. You're misguided. You're just fucking unbelievably wrong. All you guys want is money. 1.3 trillion per year. Like, I just don't understand that. And this is good. This is why I have zero respect for anyone working for NASA, a Freemason. If you're a Jesuit trained, if you have a Zionist background, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like an anti-Jewish person. I just think that most Jews are lying pieces of shit scumbags who will do anything for money. But you know the old claim, a Jew must never tell a lie. And they've lied. Their lie, their truth is our lie. That's pretty much it. And we're looking at here right now is the SpaceX, which the SpaceX rocket that apparently hit the dome. Now, if you look at it in slow motion here, at first it looked a little fishy, but there, you can see it visually looks like it hit something and then just annihilates itself. That's very interesting footage right there. That doesn't completely prove there was a dome. There could have just been a non-function, but it really just looks like it just centered in, or like the front of the rocket just imploded on itself, like seeming as it would hit something. That's what it looks like to me. So that's just me. That's my opinion. You guys can take a look, have your own opinion. I really don't give a shit. Yeah, denied, bitches. Alright, I just want to do a quick recap on Admiral Byrd. He was the youngest admiral ever in the Navy history, 41 years old. Phenomenal explorer, known for work in the North Pole. But mostly in the flat earth community, known for his work in the South Pole. He was there for 30-something years. I've covered this in plenty of videos. But I've recently found out that Admiral Byrd is a Freemason. Like I said, Freemasons are very, very, very bad people. But the thing about him is, he died like 3 months after he came back from his last mission. And after his last mission, everyone left Antarctica except for the military. They're still there to this day. Whether or not we can trust his word, now knowing that he's a Freemason or not, but yeah, Operation Deep Freeze was Admiral Byrd's last mission from 56 to 57, and will mark the beginning of a permanent United States military presence in Antarctica. That's all from Wikipedia. Yeah. He returned from his last mission in early 1957, and then, like, very early, and then died in March of 1957 from a heart malfunction, something like that. So I don't know if we can trust Admiral Byrd's word, but whatever he found down there, it seems like it got him killed. So if you can overlook the fact he's a Freemason and see it at that standpoint, then yes, we can trust his word. Me personally, I'm not too sure. I'm going to try to stop using him as proof until we can get 100% verification that his word is 100% accurate. But until then, I will use him as a little back pocket thing, but I'm always going to throw the but. But he's a Freemason. But with that being said, blah, 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 died a couple months after he got back from Operation Deep Freeze. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Antarctica for a little bit. The treaty in 1958, they signed the Antarctic Treaty, ensures that no businesses or personal independent scientists can or cannot do business in Antarctica ever. The Antarctic Defense Force ensures that independent ships do not try to go there. Many people have been fined, forced to turn around, and or put at gunpoint. Why? I'm not too sure. But in the 1800s, this is, I'm going to track back a little bit here. In the 1800s, James Clark circumnavigated Antarctica. Took him 3 to 4 years. And this is kind of the outline he came back with, I believe. Everyone thinks he came back with the previous image that was on the screen, but he brought back that image, but this is what he actually was trying to depict, I believe. Or what it was supposed to be depicting. Because, like, if you look at this and you look at the Antarctic map, it looks pretty the same. So they could have been spot on with the what's it called, the shape of it, but just inverted, if you know what I'm saying. But back to the Antarctic Treaty, or the Antarctic Defense Force. I don't know. Why are you guys there? And do not tell me that is the geological South Pole. I will fucking, I'll take a piss all over that. That's how much I care about that. If you go there and be like, hey, it's still pointing south from here. Like, oh yeah, well, it's not the right one. Like, alright, well, get out of here then. Like, I don't want to hear about that baloney. Oh man, I just like want to know what you guys are protecting down there. Or I just want to know if you guys know what you're protecting down there. I know what you're protecting down there. Proof of a creator. That's what you're protecting. If we find that, if the public finds that out, there's gonna be a lot of unhappy people. Then you're gonna have everyone in religion being like, yeah, we've been saying this for years. I came across this image right here just now when I was making this video. I don't know if these are real, but if they are, that's kind of scary. They have Humvees for this. They have planes, they have Humvees, and they have a whole army down there. For what? To defend themselves from the penguins? You're gonna love this. Look, they're coming. One by one. Hurrah, hurrah. Penguins come 2 by 2. Hurrah. I'm gonna stop that now. But yeah, they're protecting fucking proof of a creator, not penguins, ladies and gentlemen. There's no need for all this down there. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of our tax money. Refund us, baby. It's refund season. Alright, so if you have half a brain, you know what you're looking at here. The Flat Earth logo. No, sorry, I got half a brain. I'm sorry, that's the UN logo. But why? It's the United Nations. And regardless, where's Antarctica? Oh wait, it's right there. It's surrounding the Earth. Look at that. They depict it already. the wreath. They couldn't complete the circle. It'd be a little too obvious for you guys, but it's right there. And just for comparison purposes, I'll throw this one back up at you. And if you notice, the UN logo is broken up into 33 sections. 33 is the highest known rank of Freemasonry. That's public. There could be, you could go a lot higher. You can go a lot higher. That's the highest public known. And the number 33 does pop up a lot. And it's just what happens to be on the UN logo, which shows that the UN has Masons in it. But I knew that. I don't know if you guys knew that, but they have Masons, Jesuits, Zionists. Well, they pretty much control the whole show, but that's something to look into on a different day. I'm going to do a real brief, quick summary on the maps. First of all, the USGS, United States Geological Survey, uses that map on the screen right there, which is why I personally like that map more than other maps, just because the United States Geological Survey uses it. Like, if they're going to observe the geography, why not use the fucking right map, right? But every map before the 1500s, it's flat, and then your boy, holla at him, Copernicus came out and, you know, globed it up a little, but yeah, we already got into that. I'm not going to backtrack anymore. But me personally, I do not 100% believe in one specific map. There are a couple flat Earth maps that people seem to grab on a little. Like, I like this one a little bit more than others, but I'm not going to commit 100% and be like, yeah, that is exactly where we live. No, it's going to be off a little bit, just because the lines of latitude, they get wider as you go away from the center. So that makes tracking this thing a whole lot harder. There's been countless random ships that have crashed into each other in the Southern Hemisphere because they thought they were going on this course and they thought they were going on that course, but secretly they were on course with each other and had no idea. Planes have been lost in the Southern Hemisphere. The Beijing flight, Malaysia, all of them gone just because they got off track. GPS does not work, ladies and gentlemen. It is fraud. Go on trackaplane.com or some shit like that. Like, I don't feel the need to do that because I've seen plenty of videos where they do it for you. Just go into YouTube or go on those websites and try to track a plane in the Southern Hemisphere over an ocean. You can't do it. You cannot do it. It's just impossible. Flights get lost. The paths are all messed up. Unnecessary stops. So many unnecessary stops. It is unbelievable. Like, I just don't understand why pilots aren't coming out and just being like, yeah, this thing's flat. We can't take shortcuts. We're not on a globe. I just don't see this. I don't understand it. Alright, so real quick, find me a flight from Africa, Johannesburg, to Australia, Sydney, non-stop. That should take 11 to 12 hours. You can do the math out yourself. You can't. You know why? Because on the flat Earth model, there's no shortcuts over the sea. It's going to take 20 hours. It's going to need to stop somewhere in Asia to refuel. So, go Johannesburg, put your finger there, and just draw a straight line to Sydney, and you have to go over Asia at some point. It's a 20-hour flight, ladies and gentlemen. That's all day. That's all day. Johannesburg to Chile should be a 12-hour flight. Actually, it takes 19 hours, and they always stop in Senegal. Senegal. Look. It works perfect every time. You're right here, then you stop at the most western point of Africa, and you make the remaining 10-hour flight. These are just straight lines, ladies and gentlemen. On a flat plane, they're straight. There's no shortcuts. You can't just cut over the South Pole. Why haven't we done that yet? Oh, man. I am beating a dead horse right now. I want to hear someone's, like, response to that? Like, what's your comeback for that? Like, please let me know ASAP. Alright, now that being said, it's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this one. Yeah, Earth is flat, baby. That's all I can say. Getting sick and tired of having to yell about it every day, but it's flat. So, any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them or email me at scubasteve2114. If you want to Skype and talk about this subject, Skype me at Steven Richards, PH, all one word. Feel free, like I said, reach out. You can make this happen. I don't care if you think this is a globe. I don't care if you think it's a flat plane. I don't care if you think we're upside down in a computer. It's just a good discussion to have. I'm not looking for a fight. I'm looking for a good discussion, okay? So that being said, you all have wonderful evenings, days, or afternoons wherever you are. Take care. Live well. Have a good one.